Hello everyone and welcome to one more video. In today's video I want to start with this type of video that I want to do. One of the many things I want to do in the channel. But for this type of video specifically will be me talking about technically anything. About movies, about games, the story, any curiosities about anything really. And will be this type of video, me talking directly to you, and I will literally read the script. But now in the beginning, you will not see me much in these videos, at least the first ones, because I will need to read the script. I just had to start appearing more one day when I have a proper teleprompter, and for that I need a dedicated camera in general for everything, not just for that, so I can read the script and look at the camera directly. But for now I won't appear much, just reading the script while you see footage and you listen. You get the cover. Sometimes I'm in front of green screen, this type of videos. I think you get this type of video while I try to create more content and grow the channel, of course. So for now it's all I have to say. Today's video it's about FNAF, not about a specific theory, but talking about my take in FNAF a bit, like how it's been, everything, the originals, how it's changing, about FNAF in general. So I hope you enjoy the video. Five Nights at Freddy's is one of those things that never really left me since I first saw it. Not just as a game, but as a story. A strange one, fragmented, sometimes confusing, but always interesting. One of the reasons I love FNAF is the scares, the characters, and even the theories themselves. But it's also the feeling that there's always something more underneath, something you're not supposed to fully see, only piece together. Over the years, this universe kept expanding. New games, new ideas, new directions. Some familiar, some completely unexpected. And instead of closing the story, it somehow made it feel even bigger. So in this video, I just want to talk about FNAF. The lore, the evolution, a few ideas, a few moments that stuck with me. Not to explain everything, but to explore why this world still works the way it does. What makes Five Nights at Freddy's special? It's a lot of things, but for me, it mainly comes down to how its story is told. From the very beginning, FNAF relied heavily on atmosphere. The mechanics were simple. Sometimes there wasn't much to do, but the feeling made everything seem bigger, more intense, more immersive. It always felt like something else was happening beyond what you could see, like the game was watching you just as much as you were watching it, unsettling, but in a way that pulls you in. The soundtrack plays a huge role in that. The music isn't just background noise, it deepens the mood, the silence, the tension. Sometimes it says more than dialogue ever could. And that's one of the smartest things FNAF does. It doesn't explain itself, it shows, and then it steps back. The minigames, the Easter eggs, the tiny details hidden in every corner. They all feel like fragments of a bigger story, a story that's never fully complete. The lore stays open-ended. It leaves room for imagination, for discussion, for theories, and that's why it never really stops, because it lives not only in the games, but in the people trying to understand them. FNAF just leaves me feeling in a way that's hard to put into words. When I think about the original Five Nights at Freddy's games, what stands out the most is their simplicity, not as a limitation, but as a choice. There wasn't much you could do. You watched cameras, you listened, you waited. and somehow that made everything feel more unsettling. The fear didn't come from action, it came from anticipation, from knowing something was out there and not being able to stop it. FNAF was never really about strong character development in the traditional sense, but it still created memorable characters, shaped by trauma, guilt, control, and a past that always felt heavier than what was shown. Its real strength was environmental storytelling, details hidden in visuals, sounds, minigames, and small moments that ask the player to pay attention. In these early games, nothing felt accidental. Every phone call, every Easter egg, every strange event seemed to matter. Even if some details don't fully line up anymore, the intention was always there. That's what made the original FNAF games feel so unique. They built an entire world through atmosphere, restraint, and mystery, and they trust the player to put the pieces together. There's one game where Five Nights at Freddy's really changed direction, and for me, that game is Sister Location. Up until that point, FNAF was quiet. You watched, you listened, you guessed. The story was there, but it stayed distant. Sister Location made everything feel closer, more direct, more intentional, not just in gameplay, but in how the story was told. This was the moment FNAF truly found its voice. Literally, voice acting changed everything. Circus Baby isn't just another animatronic. She speaks, she plans, she manipulates, and through her, the story became more personal and disturbing. The game also pushed the narrative forward in a way we hadn't really seen before, especially with Michael. Those cutscenes, watching his body decay, yet still move, felt shocking at the time. It made the horror physical, human, and the ending makes one thing clear, something we already suspected, but now couldn't ignore. Springtrap would return, because in this universe, he always comes back. Jumping forward to modern FNAF, the scale of the series changed completely. Since Steelwood Studios took over, FNAF became bigger, deeper, and more ambitious than ever before. That shift really starts with Help Wanted. Even though I haven't played it yet, it's, without any doubt, my favorite FNAF game. Because to me, it represents a new era. Help Wanted didn't just revisit the past, it reframed it. It took familiar ideas and twisted them in a new way, pushing the story forward instead of closing it. And for the first time, it became clear that FNAF wasn't ending anytime soon. The introduction of Glitchtrap made that obvious. That's not real good ending here, just a sense that something has been unleashed and that future games are built on that idea. Then came Security Breach, the biggest FNAF game so far. A massive space, a massive scope, and a completely different way to experience this universe. It's a divisive game. Some people dislike it, some respect it, and many genuinely love it. And that reaction makes sense, because modern FNAF isn't subtle in the same way the original games were. The lore is expanded through bigger environments, more details, and a stranger connection to the books. That can make things feel more complex, even confusing at times. But that confusion is part of what keeps FNAF engaging. Security Breach definitely has its flaws, but one thing FNAF has always done well is intention. Nothing is there by accident. And honestly, I like the direction the series is going, reaching a wider audience while still keeping the suspense, the mystery, and the identity of FNAF alive. I trust where this universe is heading, and I believe the people behind it know exactly what kind of story they are telling. When it comes to the books, I'm still at the beginning. I don't know everything yet, but I can already tell how important they are to this universe. I started with a movie novel, then the survival logbook, and now I finished The Silver Eyes. And honestly, that made me want to continue in order and really take my time with these stories. What I love about the books is how human they feel. They take this world and slow it down, giving more space to characters, relationships, and atmosphere. I'm still discovering this side of FNAF, still learning, still connecting pieces. But I know one thing for sure, I want to read every book, I want to play every game. This is a universe I've loved for a long time, and I'm enjoying the journey of understanding it more, step by step. By now, it's probably clear how much Five Nights at Freddy's means to me. The atmosphere, the music, the characters, the lore. It all comes together in a way that really sticks. As my possibilities grow over time, I want to experience this universe more fully, playing the games as they come out, reading the books, following the story as it keeps evolving. FNAF isn't the only thing that inspires me, but it's one of those worlds that always stays with me. Maybe one day I'll talk more about my personal history with it. For now, this is just part of the journey. That was the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoy finally starting this type of content that I really want to do. One of many of the things that I want to do here in the channel, but I really hope you liked it. And if you really did, please subscribe, click the like button, share with your friends, and let's grow the channel, see where we can go. And thanks you all for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.